So my name is Charisse Hairston, and I am the new executive director here at FAHI. My responsibilities is really to represent the organization and everything that it stands for, make sure that we have a funding to be able to move forward, curate our exhibits, and then be the liaison between the organization and the community and our board of directors. This year we'll be celebrating 20 years. While I'm new to the organization, this organization is not new to the community. This is the third location for FAHI. It's been everything from a house, being in a smaller building, and now we're in the former Imperial Savings and Loan, which is very historical for the African American community. A group of individuals came together and they knew it was important that the Black history of this area be preserved through oral and traditional history. So I think initially the goal was to really look at Fayette Street. Fayette Street was a prominent street at one point in not just the African American community, but specifically for the African American community. It was a very prominent street, and you don't see that all the time when you look at the most recent history. And so it was important to go back to show the positives. But I think in doing that, it's been good to now to get to expand to our community as a whole. When people think of Martinsville, Virginia, they don't think of, prominence. They don't see especially African Americans in prominent positions. When they think about the fact that this area had the most millionaires per capita in the nation, when the image of that comes to mind, it's not of a Black business. And so to know that we actually had our own, very own area that was self-sustained, and these were educated individuals that built from nothing into prominent business owners. There's been a lot of positive and innovative things brought about by our community, and it's important to educate everyone so they can see that. We're blessed to have a rich community of individuals who lived during the civil rights movement, who participated in that movement, who lived through things like Jim Crow laws, and who've seen it, the before and the after. There are so many things that Black people have contributed to this country outside of, what the common narrative is. But a lot of that history will never come out. It will never be shared if we do not take the time and actually research it, put it on paper, put an exhibit together, and share it with individuals. And that's important. What we did to build this country is just as important as anything else that went on in this country. We're sitting in the book room, and every book in this room was written by or about an African American individual. But to actually get to physically read the book that was handwritten by someone who was living that experience, it's important. You'll find those resources here. You'll have the opportunity to walk around and actually look at some of the exhibits that were designed specifically about certain people from this area. We have our own mini Baldwin block where it talks a lot about Dr. Baldwin and what he did to kind of innovate the medical field here. So you'll see other individuals like Joe Nathan Gravely, which was the first African American male nurse at the hospital in Martinsville. We have a copy of the Green Book, and a lot of people don't know what the Green Book is. So that gives me an opportunity to really get to teach that. And then we have our very own little paradise. And you'll see the different performers that came through and performed here. And normally we have a little music playing for you when you go through Paradise. And then we also have our military wall. We were blessed from Martinsville to have not only a Tuskegee Airman from Martinsville, but a Buffalo Soldier from Martinsville. And a lot of people don't know that. So come in and you'll see those exhibits and learn more about them. Right now we're featuring For the Love of Music because we have our program coming up at the end of the month. On February 24th, the Virginia State Choir will be here at Patrick and Henry Community College, and performing with them should be our Martinsville High School Gospel Choir.